Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Crosscut by Matt Tressel. So this continues our sandwich sum theme week, but be careful, these are X sandwich sums. So let's go over the rules. We have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, so in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6, exactly once each. All right, numbers outside the grid indicate the sum of the digits that are placed in between the 1 and 6 in that row or column. So they do act like sandwich clues. So say the 1 here was here and the 6 was here. We could put, say, 2 and 5 between them. So in between the 1 and 6, we have 2, 5. We sum them up. That sums to 7. That matches our clue. All right. Additionally, exactly n cells lie between the 1 and 6, where n is the digit in the closest cell to the clue. So this 1, 6, 2, 5 wouldn't actually work because there's 2 cells between the 1 and 6. So we'd have to put a 2 in the cell next to the clue. That would repeat the 2. But we could do 3, 4. So the 2 here, it says there's 2 digits between the 1 and 6. And then that would give us these 2 as 3, 4. All right, and that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. What's interesting about this is how the 1-6 gets resolved. I'm almost positive, because we can't put a 6 next to any of these clues. Normally, if this was a pure sandwich, we wouldn't be able to resolve the 1 and the 6 without an additional constraint, and that's what the X is doing. I find that interesting. So we can't put 6s next to any of these. We also can't put 5s next to any of these. None of these are 5s or 6s, because you can't have 5 or 6 digits in between a 1 and a 6. 4 is the max. So, I mean, I'm going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, but we can restrict it further. The 7, the 9, the 11, and the 9 cannot have 1 digit in between. So I don't know if this is true. I'd have to think about it a bit more, but I think one could argue a uniqueness argument saying that this is a 1, but I'm not entirely sure that that's accurate. We'll see if that ends up right. Now we can refine this a little further. You cannot get to 11 and 2. You say, hey, ranks, what about 5 plus 6? That's 11. Well, we can't use the 1 or the 6 in between the 1 and 6. So the 1 and 6 are never part of the sum. And so actually, we cannot do it in 2 because our biggest is 4 plus 5 is 9. So these can be done in 2 with 4 and 5. Now 11 in 4 is actually very conveniently does not need the 4. 11 and 4 is only 1, 2, 3, 5. So that'll work. Now 11 and 3 without the... Oh, no, sorry. We can't do 11 and 4 as 1, 2, 3, 5 because we can't use the 1. I was just talking about that. So actually this must be a 3 for that reason. Now, I don't think we can't add to 9 and 4. In fact, 4 is always going to add to the same thing. We should have thought of that. I should have thought of that earlier. These can't be 4 because 4 always adds to the same thing, which is 21 minus the 1 minus the 6. So if you had the 1 and the 6 on the edges, that lets us use 4. But that wouldn't actually work anyway. So there's multiple reasons. But anyway, so the 1 and the 6 with 4 in between, the whole row adds to 21. We subtract 7 from that. This would be the 7. That leaves us with 14. So only a 14 clue would be 4. But that wouldn't work because we would need the 4 to be next to the clue. So anyway, for all those reasons, not a 4. We can't add to 4 in anything but just having it in 1. So actually that is a 1 just naturally, and we don't need a uniqueness argument for that. I just haven't gotten to that yet. You can't do 4 and 2 because the only way to add to 4 and 2 is 1 plus 3, and we can't use the 1. The 1 is never part of the sum. And so this has to be 1, 4, 6, and that kind of gives us a start. With this being the 6, we're never going to have... Well, first of all, we can't go up, right? Because a 1 here would make it a sum of 0, and we can't put a 1 here. And so we're going down, and in order to go down, we got to use 2 cells. And so this is a 1, this is a 2. And now we do need to add to 7 with the 3, 4. That's 3, that's 4, and then that's our 5. Okay, this is filling out. So, do we have a 1, 6? Okay, how are we doing with this 9? We need 2 cells as part of our sum to 9. So, and this can't be a 1 or a 6. So, these cells cannot be a 1 or a 6. And if we put them both up here, our sum is 0. So this is the 6. And then we need 2 in between, which are these 2. And so this is the 1, this is a 5, and this is a 3. Okay. So now we have a 2 here. This is a 4, 6 pair. And this is a, oh, the 3 goes here. And this is a 5. Okay, so up here we need 1 and 5. And down here we need 4 and 6. Okay, in order to have 3 cells in between, the 1, 6 have to go like this. So this is the 1, this is the 6. That's 5. And so now these are just the other digits. These are 2, 4, 5, which does add to 11. So that's our 4. That's 2 and that's 5. We get 4 and 6. All right. Up here we need 1, 5. So that's 1, that's 5. Here we need 3 and 4. Not resolved yet. Here I need a 2 and 3. That 2 resolves it. 3, 2, 4, 3, 6, 4. And then I need the 1 and the 6, and we're done. All right. Cool puzzle, Matt. I liked that X sum idea. I'm not sure if you invented that or if, that's been seen before. But either way, it was a cool use of the constraint. Let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.